Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Do you really like me? Dum 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 dum. Do you really like me? Dum 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 dum. Do you really like me? Dum 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 dum. Do you really like me? Yeah, just released with Andre Wade. You know, every show had a sound. When you watch all them TV shows and them Bruce Lee shows and these movies, they have a soundtrack. Just Release got a soundtrack. Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? When I was in prison and I was doing all those years, I used to read a lot of books. I used to read a lot of books, and so much, of reading, I came into nature of how you have positive criticism, you have negative criticism, and when you look at all the successful men and the successful women of this country, how there's gonna always be a critic that throws some negative criticism out there. Ain't nothing wrong with negative positive criticism. But when you just being negative and it don't make sense. But this is what they don't understand is that when you throw that negative criticism out there of a person that's trying to be successful, it don't do them but make you grow. It don't do them but make you grow. And my mom, she came and told me that somebody had on there that Andre Wade was busted with 4 pounds of crack and somewhere in South Texas. And I was on my way back to Eastham. See, Andre Wade ain't gonna get busted with no crack. Andre Wade don't get busted with no crack. And anybody that know Andre Wade knew that I smoked it crack. I didn't sell crack. I smoked it crack. And I used to sit back and I used to watch the crack sellers. After they done sold all that crack, I used to go and rob them. Doom, 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom, 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom, 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom, 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 doom. Do you really like me? And I'm happy today. And at the time my mom was telling me this, I was in Missouri City. We call it Mo City, if you're out that age. And I was in Missouri City with my mother, and I was helping her friend who was disabled and helping putting up her clothes because she had a flood in her home and she getting up her home painted. So we went to Missouri City to help her. Dum 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 dum. Do you really like me? Dum 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 dum. Do you really like me? Dum 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 dum. Do you really like me? Dum 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 dum. Do you really like me? And and just it crazes me because I try on a daily basis. I try to do something positive. Because uh, when I was walking in the walls of confinement, and I would be with somebody, and we would talk about how we would like to, just had that opportunity to go out and give, freely what was freely given to us, because we utilized our time. We got our educations in prison. We did things in prison. Yeah, we did some bad things in prison, but we also did some good. And see, cause the good are gonna always outweigh the bad. Dum 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 dum. Do you really like me? Dum 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 dum. Do you really like me? Dum 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 dum. Do you really like me? Dum 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 dum. Do you really like me? and you know, and I think about, you know, the viewers that's traveling today, you know, coming home from work, and you know, when they get home, you know, they gonna look at their YouTube. See, you know, there's gonna be more positive comments on my show other than the negative ones, you know, and it don't faze me because you know, during them years, you supposed to learn something, and what I mean by what you're supposed to learn something is we learn about tolerance, we learn about patience, or dealing with people, because you're dealing with so many types of attitudes inside these walls, and everybody, you know, they wake up with something on their mind, and so many people got more time than the other, and you got the guys that with the small time, you know, and they look at them guys with the big time. I remember when I used to sit at tables and I used to be talking to some youngsters, and then I always talked about something positive when they got in my circle, and they just say, "School, they're gonna let you go. They're gonna let you go." Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? And when you look at my show, there's not a decrease. It's only an increase in my show. So you know, these negative, you know, lossy-hearted people, and we have them, and we know that, and y'all know that, you know, you got them around you every day. You got them ones that's going to always judge you for what you do wrong. They ain't gonna never place out there with what you do right, you know, because God, you know, you have to read the Bible, and you got to really understand and ask God to place knowledge upon yourself when you're reading the Bible, because God don't look at on nothing bad. God don't look up on nothing bad. He only look up on what you do good. And he couldn't even look up on his own son. He couldn't even look up on his son, Jesus Christ. He couldn't even look up on when they was doing what they was doing to him. Because he don't look up on nothing bad. Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? And I take these things that people throw at me, and I take it with a catch, you know, and it don't faze me, because I did 20 something years. I know what it's like to be down and have to fight to get back up. Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Have you ever just been so down, and you had to fight, you know, to get up? Have you ever been in that position? I remember that nurse, and she told me, she said, "Andre, y'all think God just love y'all inmates. No, God love us all. It's just that we was in that down position, and used to have officers that used to look down upon us, you know. And guess what? Andre ain't had nothing but something positive to say, even to the ones that was looking down upon me. Cause I don't have no loss in my heart towards you all. I don't have nothing negative to say. It doesn't matter, because I'm only looking at what you do good and what you doing for Just Release. See, if you're looking at Just Release and you making these comments, you looking at it. You looking at it. Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? And you know, and I try to reach out. You know, I try to reach out to your spirit, because you know, there's some people out there today that's down. You know, so when you look at Just Release, I want you to be kind of lifted up, because I know what it's like to be down. I know what it's like to not to be loved. I know what it's like to not have, you know, a personal family, children and all that. I know what it's like, because I did 20 something years, and they took that away from me. But guess what? I got viewers, I got young viewers, I got older viewers, and I'm so thankful today. Do doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? And every day, I told you, God places a tune up on my heart. He places these things because I'm happy. I'm so happy, because excuse me, when Jesus Christ and he was walking on the face of this earth, he was talking about love to everybody. He was teaching love, and that's all he was teaching. That's all he wanted us to realize, that to love one another, not have loyalty towards one another, not have hate towards one another. Look at these people that's successful in life. Look at these great men, Muhammad Ali, Martin Luther King, the Bush family. Look at these men that's been so successful, and throughout their careers, they had people that threw negative criticism towards them. But it didn't stop them. It didn't stop him from becoming successful. I don't know how great Just Release will become, but I know when I leave, Just Release will still be here. And guess what? You would have had that loss in your hearts. When you leave, Just Release will still be here. Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. Do you really like me? Doom 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 doom. This is Just Release with Andre Wade. And guess what? I'll be back.